この人、俺のこと嫌ってたんじゃなかったっけ?
Hi, my name is Ben, and today I show you Isekai Anime 2022. Guys, please, if you like my video, subscribe to my channel. It's only one click, but by doing so, you will help me a lot. I'm counting on you. Well, enjoy watching. Let's go. Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy, a long-running series that started as early as 2012 and has seen nothing but success as a light novel and manga series. Finally, seeing an anime adaptation of this Isekai fantasy series is not for everybody, but we guarantee quality is quite unlike any other. Compare the most Isekai animes with an MC loved by gods and teleported with special powers and ability as opposed to Tsukimichi, which has RMC actually headed by a god. Through this really unique core, Moonlight Fantasy is able to go through all the Isekai fantasy classic with an interesting spin-on thing, following an average guy Makoto Musumi getting reborn and expecting some awesome powers in a brilliant world. This goddess hates him and throws him into an absolute wasteland of this Isekai realm, but that does not stop her hero as he rises and overcomes all sorts of crazy hurdles in his path, alongside some interesting follow adventures, a powerful dragon and a spider monster. The first season is wrapping up recently with an epic ending. Fans cannot wait for the upcoming season to hit soon. The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 2. Our loner Otaku is back for round 2. The first one led us on a big cliffhanger, bringing many controversies along with the false accusation and also dumbness coming from other heroes. Our hero Neofumi has a rough start, and first Neofumi finds an ancient book in the library and later gets summoned to another world. In the new world, he gets betrayed and loses all money, dignity and hope. All these elements add more fuel to gaining a huge loyal fan base. And how can we forget the queen? I mean, she helps our MC to overcome his darkest days. The sequel was originally planned for October 2021, but somehow got delayed. Well, a few episodes have already been rolled out, but sadly, this will have only 13 episodes. But believe me, my instincts are telling me we are going to have seasons 3 somewhere in the middle of 2023. Skeleton Knight in another world. The most awaited Isekai has finally begun his adventure. Our protagonist, Ark, is a gamer who played video games until he fell asleep and just awakened another world in the body of the character he was playing. Not only that, but now he has become the main avatar of the game. His appearance of a gigantic tall knight in the legendary white armor. However, upon removing his health, there is nothing but pure bones. RMC attempts to lay low and avoid being mistaken as a monster. Thus, he decides to live as a mercenary to avoid unwanted attention. Still, wherever RMC goes, he witnesses many evil deeds and gets tangled in one way or another. Personally, it's a really good adaptation I have been keeping my eyes on. The greatest demon lord is reborn as a typical nobody. Life is such a drag when you are the most powerful immortal being of an anime. Right, Saitama? One such being in the demon lord Warwatas, isolated by his own power and having been betrayed by his dearest friends, RMC decided to be reborn as a normal human 10 years in future after being reborn into the life of Art Meteor as an ordinary village child. Now RMC is ready to make new friends. But wait a sec, did I forget to mention that both RMC parents are not ordinary villagers? In fact, they are the most powerful wizard of their own time, which means RMC is an overpowered being once again, under the name Art. However, this time ladies are fawning over him, and the royal family is begging him to become the next king. Sounds too good to be true, right? That is why, my friend, this is a fantasy anime. You will love this one, so make sure to give this one a try. How a realist hero rebuilds the kingdom. Think back to the number of times you've been checking out an anime series, or even just watching a movie shooting at the MC while we do that. It doesn't make any sense. I do a way better job. This is a series that really looks to address this question head on in one of the most awesome and brilliant OPMCs you will ever come across. Kazuya Soma is summoned and transported to a magical, it's a kind world, to deal with the serious threat of a demon lord. But instead of adventuring on this Isekai realm and looking to battle the demon lord, he finds himself made king and looks to make huge changes across the kingdom to make the standard of living better for the poor and the middle class. Our hero soon dragged into political battle within the castle walls is one of the most interesting and captivating anime series that we have seen in a long time. Purely original and unlike anything you will ever come across. Do yourself a favor and check this out. The world's finest assassins get reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. It is an absolutely brilliant series that had us hyped for the longest while, till running through the very first season, and just as awesome as we hope. The world's finest assassin doesn't innovate, but delivers a really polished and engaging anime series that had us hooked from the very first episode. We learn of one of the greatest assassins on the planet, an older man that can see countless killings, but is now looking to retire, but he is still constantly hunted by many people around the planet. The plan he is on is sabotage, and he could not save himself. After that, the world's greatest assassin is reincarnated by a goddess that brings him back to life in a world of swords, magic, and fantasy. This brilliant Isekai world really needs him, because it is said to be destroyed by the hands of the hero. The assassin accepts and is born again as a nobleman in this world. He looks to live his life to the fullest and try to appreciate every moment he has at his second change. This anime series is still in its early days, and now is a perfect time to jump in and get involved, banished from the hero's party. With a really interesting and brilliantly thought out pure premise, this series has a strong concept behind it that really manages to entertain through its short form and engaging slice of life format. The story kicks off with Red, a former member of a powerful hero party banished and kicked out for being weak and causing the many issues. Red was supposed to become one of the heroes that will ultimately save the entire world, but is now forced to live out his life in a quiet village. Pretty hilarious and forced to live in an insanely low life compared to the one he used to. We slowly meet a solid cast of supporting characters that perfectly complement and elevate the engaging life of life adventure we can help but follow along with. In the land of Lidale, we seriously cannot wait for the anime release of this series since its announcement in early 2021. The art style alone of this manga is truly something awesome. The few clips we were able to see in the trailer really got the anime community extremely hyped up for its January 2022 release. The anime will most likely borrow heavily from the light novel, and we start following Kana on life support after a horrible accident. Our hero is paralyzed and she can't leave her bed, forces to spend her life out living in an ultra-realistic virtual reality game that is set in the land of the Elite Dale. One day Kana realizes that she is no longer just playing a video game, but is transported and living in it. Getting a second change at life and living it out as an elf is a lot more easygoing and relaxed than most fantasy isekai. There are no real demon lore and world-changing events. Spirit Chronicles, a fantastic isekai action series whose first season showed us just how powerful and imaginative the source material is. We are quickly dragged into a world of death, the afterlife, and the supernatural in an interesting blend of genres with strong core mystery at its heart. The Spirit Chronicles constantly had a second guessing ourselves in anticipation for what was next to come. We learn of Haruta Amakawa, a young man that died when looking to reunite with a childhood friend. They reincarnated into the body of a boy living in the slums by the name of Rio. Rio has his own mission, having witnessed the death of his mother. Rio wants to avenge her, but Haruta also occupies his body, and the two conflicting personalities are forced to get along with one another. Working together, both Rio and Haruta soon get drawn into an epic tale of kings and queens and kidnapped princesses, traveling across this awesome isekai world and meeting a whole cast of awesome characters along the way. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. And I know my English is so bad, but I hope you understand me. Well, you have been with you. See you later. Bye bye.